is defined as a genocide against a specific gender group. Gendercide is still alive and is very much still an issue in China and India. Even though gendercide can be for either gender, it's heavily towards women. 1 out of every 6 girls are eliminated from their families, and this adds up to 1.1 million girls a year. China's one-child policy states that each family can only have 1 child. It was never formally written into a law, but it's still heavily enforced by the government. It's for delayed marriage and childbearing, fewer and healthier births, and it was enacted because they saw that couples kept trying until they had a boy. If you have more than 1 child, whether it be a boy or a girl, they enact fines that are so large that they can put you in debt for the rest of your life. 160 million girls are missing in Asia because of sex-selective abortions. Abortion rate at about 23 million a year, which is 4 times as much as America's. There's also gendercide in India, which is the second biggest gendercide country. And more than 50 million women and girls have been killed in India the past century because of gendercide. On average, 1 girl is aborted every minute. Families may kill their own child due to the gender because they try so hard to have a boy. Mortality rate for girls between the ages of 1 and 5 is 75% higher than boys of that age. Other than abortions, women in India die of neglect, lethal violence, and dowry killings. A dowry is property or money that a woman's family will pay to her future husband to marry her. If a woman is unable to provide a son, then she may be killed by her husband. In 2010, the girl-to-boy ratio was 741 to 1,000 in India. Approximately 50,000 female babies are aborted each month, and doctors in India even have billboards that say, pay 5,000 rupees today, which is $110 in American money, and save 50,000 rupees tomorrow, which is the average price of dowry. India and China are the biggest gendercide offenders in the world, but there are people out there that dedicate their lives to finding a solution. These organizations all do their part and try their hardest to end the issue. There's 2 main organizations for China, which is All Girls Allowed and Women's Rights Without Frontiers. All Girls Allowed, their mission statement is, "In Jesus' name, simply love her." They seek to emulate God's command in Micah 6:8, which states, "Act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God." Their goals are to expose China's one-child policy, rescue women from gendercide, and embrace women. Women's Rights Without Frontiers opposes forced abortion and sexual slavery in China. Their immediate goal is to raise public awareness of the one-child policy, and their long-term goal is to champion women's rights and help victims. There's only one for India, and it's based out of the United States. It's a nonprofit organization that is trying to end gendercide in India and care for their victims. It's also one of the sponsor of It's a Girl, which is a documentary that talks about India and China gendercide. Another group is the Life Institute, which promotes human life and works to protect the family. It's an educational organization to provide info on pro-life and pro-family organizations. They also organize campaigns to provide volunteer opportunities to participate in pro-life rallies, and also have projects to inform people about abortions. These organizations show us that gendercide is an issue, but we have people working to end it. Through all these organizations, you can volunteer by donating your time or your money. In conclusion, gendercide is a mass killing of one specific gender. However, gendercide worldwide tends to lean towards females. Gendercide is found everywhere, just like injustice, stereotypes, and racial relations. Just because you're not seeing it and you're not hearing about it doesn't mean it's not happening. But with any world issue, there are organizations to help end the issues. These organizations are working hard to end and prevent events of gendercide. Your action is yours to make. Let the organizations take care of it or help your fellow woman.